No, I did not. Did you?
I did.
What happened?
I got myself Smolarek,
Well,
the Polish striker, who has got plenty of pace. He might not be the best hero in the game, you could argue, but he's usable, Gravison. He's usable. Let us know at home who you got in your 86+ hero player pick. Was you lucky enough to get one of those Champions League promos or a triple threat? We are underway. And speaking of Carlos Tevez, he may have just introduced himself in the best way possible. He's happy kicking from left to right here in week 6. And Young, the Brazilian, from right to left, who finds himself nearly 1-0 down. It's been a relentless start between these two. We know there was a 8-goal thriller when they last played a few weeks back before the festive break. Just off top of there, Lev Yashin as a centre-back with a cap on. He's the only man to do it. He's a centre-back, winter wildcard. It just blows my mind.
and some say I'm stylish. Like, come on, he's have you seen him with the hat on? That's something else.
Great to see as well the likes of Ham and R9 back in these teams. Remember, we've got 10 million coin budgets. You can still draft your teams at home. Get involved in the drafting process. Draft.fcpro.com.
Nice build up.
10 million coin budget, 1 nationality max per player in the team, and we had to see the likes of Mexico, Brazil and Argentina involved. Speaking of Ham, she has been up there in the conversation with R9 of being one of the best icons in the game. Ham looking...
Nice defending.
Let's see what she can do. For those that are on the fence between the two players, there is a bit of a price difference, isn't there, Gravison? You can get Ham a little bit cheaper, but some have gone out and said Ham's actually a bit better.
I think I would say Ham is better than Pelé, but worse than R9 in game. But I don't know. I really like PH team, in which he combined Mbappe, Ham, and Pelé. That's like, I don't know, the best, maybe the best attack you could have with 10 mil restrictions. But yeah, I want to talk to you about Carlos Tevez, because I think we're going to see a lot of him today. Don't know if you agree. He could be one of the best players in game right now.
The one thing that I'm a big fan of is Bellingham. Of course, was nominated for that Team of the Year vote. Can't wait to see that unfold in the next couple of weeks. The one thing about this Tevez conversation, though, Gravison, as this attack does come in, loads of time for Tevez. He's not the tallest of players, but the one thing that he has to him, he's got pace and he's actually pretty physical. He's quite strong.
He is strong, especially when playing against Carlos Alberto, for example. He might win a physical exchange, and now and then.
Hugo Sanchez, the Mexican player that most have drafted in to their teams. Ham won't want to see that one again in a hurry. No R9 in use.
Nope.
Between these two players. Keep in mind that we have got another game taking place just off behind our main pod. That features Matias Bonanno and Facu Cohen, the two Argentinians, the only two in the FC Pro Open. They did both match up in the same group. Remember, Matias Bonanno needing to win every single game tonight if there is a way to qualify. I would love to see him do it though, Grav. It would be unbelievable.
And what I really liked about Bonanno's kind of way to approach the game, I obviously came here with Del Piero, but I came here with Matias and Edu as well in the same flight. And Matias wanted to do the top 2. Like, he didn't care about top 4. He wanted to just win the 4 matches and do the top 2, sorry. So I really think that's the mindset you have to just come here and compete against the best.
Corner taken short, finds Mbappe, who still can go on his own. Look for the Trivela. Just on that, we are speaking about Matias Bonanno, who got 0 points last time he was in this group of Manchester City. The Argentine looking to get maximum points today. He came out on social media following that night and said it's the worst night of competitive FC he has ever played. Been playing a couple of online cups. Just getting himself into the groove, ready to get going for the Premier League as well, which follows this weekend in London. No better time to find his form. Great feet from Ham.
Oh, really good dribbling.
Finds a huge switch of play out to Cafu. Fullback to fullback. Davies to Cafu. Pin though still. With this press of Young. Still doing enough though just to pin him down. Can he manoeuvre a chance though? No, he can't.
I mean, it's the first game of the day, and you expect some mistakes at the start of the game, so we're not seeing 100% FC level right now, but let's see who scores first, because it's going to be huge. But I don't think they're playing good, neither of them.
What do you think's lacking?
Precision, probably. Determination as well.
All seems a bit rushed at the moment, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, how many times has either Modric recovered the ball? Like 3-4 times?
Well, that sums up how this game's been going.
Yeah,
terrible waste of possession there from Happy. Finds Ham again, still no way through. Referee will play that one. Oh, and Tevez looks to open up the scoring. If you are invested in the FC Pro Live campaign as well, you can see the two players that these two have got. Toivonen and Willian, who is the most expensive player still on the market of this FC Pro Live campaign. I believe he's just under 900,000 coins, the Brazilian winger of Fulham. As we know, did get a +1 on his rating if Young was to qualify tonight and get over 10 points. He will be looking at a 91 rated. This is Mbappe still. Hugo Sanchez. Speak about fluffing your lines or timing it reds. I think that might just sum up some of the nerves that we're looking at tonight, Gravison. These are big matches that involve a lot of cash. You qualify tonight, you guarantee yourself $30,000. Alongside that top 8 placement. You can really feel the pressure. He's happy now of Ham.
Nice defending.
Still no way through. Corner comes in. There's the run that's triggered. Just see the
potential cross.
Potential back post. Matched up again by Carlos Alberto. Sanchez round the corner. Still Hugo Sanchez! And he's happy. There goes one goal down. And of all players, it might be one of the most unpopular picks in the team. It's Hugo Sanchez that some may have said, is he going to actually be playing this game? But he is. His winter wildcard variant will feature heavily across pretty much every single player's team tonight if they can afford him in the budget. This game needed something just to give it a bit of direction.
Yeah, and we mentioned how Carlos Alberto might not be good enough physically, and then against Mia Hamm in that kind of physical exchange he wasn't strong enough. So I really think we could potentially see Young attacking more Carlos Alberto, because he's a pure right back, so as a centre back he could not be that good.
Well, as this attack comes in, we are going to provide you the latest in that other game. Let's see how this one plays out first. Defended well by Cafu. Matias Bonano is on a mission, and he might have just took the first step forward to completing the impossible mission, as he does lead by a goal to nil here, and it's Hugo Sanchez that is scoring all the goals so far tonight. He leads by a goal to nil. Remember, on 0 points at the moment, needs to win every single game tonight. We could be on for a second. Mbappe still looking for the pass of Ham, still not dealt with it, just about is. But back to your conversation, you're just sort of saying that Carlos Alberto, yes, he's got the position modifier that can play as a centre-back, but you just don't think he's maybe up to the job there?
No, I don't think so, especially when having Maldini, when having Lucio, when having those strong players. This could happen.
Could be two. A wicked deflection, goes up for a corner.
Oh. Last chance.
Referee plays the added time of 1 minute. Not been the brightest half for even the two players.
I mean, this, we always know this can happen, right? You start, you're playing a huge game, and then mentally your nerves kick in, and it's not an easy thing to do, but we expect maybe a German cross. No more time.
Well, that will do us at the halfway point. 1-0. Young Leeds against Happy. Remember last time they played, there was 8 goals in the game. As it stands right now, I don't think we'll be seeing the same 8 goals. We've got an update for you in the other game as well. Matías Bonano's comeback story might have just been put on pause, as Facu Cohen was able to find an equaliser. Brilliant feed from Mbappe there, just to put on a plate for his teammate. Found the back of the net. That's Erling Haaland dynasty finding his way through there. Again, for Facu Cohen, I feel like we've still got another side to see of him tonight, Gravison. He was so good in the qualification stages, going 5-0, but just couldn't really hit the ground running. Matías Bonano with a lifeline, needs to make the most of this one!
No! R9! Come on!
The big money man! Unable to do the business.
I mean, you're spending half of your budget in R9 and he misses that. You have to be quite angry about that.
And this is a bit more context as we go into half-time of what this table looks like as it stands. Matías Bonano is on 1 point with this game being 1-1. Needs to take points off everyone, everybody around him.
Yep. And Yaun's looking good at the moment, right? He just, if in case his match ends up like this, he creates a good gap between him and Happy.
And what's good as well is he goes joint on points with PH Jin.
Yep.
PH Jin, as we know, is not involved in this round, but still, it's nice just to put some pressure on the top spot, isn't it?
Yeah. We're not mentioning the possibility of PH being out of the group if he doesn't play good enough, but it could happen. It could happen as well. So let's see what happens.
It could happen, Gravison, but it shouldn't happen.
It shouldn't happen, definitely. Beletsas is asking us what chem Happy has on Carlos Alberto. Shadow. We're not sure, but I think it has to be Shadow or Anchor. Yeah, I think Shadow. It has to be Shadow.
Well, as we always do, game by game, it's time to bring in someone else into the commentary booth. It is Casey that joins us. Someone who knows Matías Bonano better than a lot of us. You saw it off camera there, that R9 chance. He's the big money man. He's got to be scoring those.
You cannot miss those. I mean, we looked at a couple of his misses from last week, similar situations. So I don't know if this is a finishing problem for him. Probably a multitude of things that is leading to this, but he needs to finish those chances.
He really does. And to get that sort of chance, Gravison, it doesn't come every day of the week. Here's Mia Hamm. It might be time, Reds. But if they're going into the back of the net, you're not going to be moaning.
And San is asking us on the Twitch chat, ¿quién debe ganar para que pase Bonano? Which is, who has to win for Bonano to go through? And I'm telling you, it doesn't have to be Young, because he's now with 10 points, I think, and that's going to be hard for Bonano because he has to win pretty much all his matches, and he's still depending on Young to not win 2 of his matches as well. So that's a hard position for him. Es difícil para él, la verdad, está difícil.
I've got no idea what you said there, Gravison, but
it's difficult.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
there we go.
That was a good one, Casey.
2-0 Young Leeds. It just looked like in moments that these two players have just looked quite nervous, Casey.
Yeah, a lot more nervous than they did going into week 1. I feel like the pressure of this week being everything, top 2 or bust, is really just adding to everything today. And at the end of the day, you cannot come into this nervous because you only have 4 games to play. And if you miss out on 1 game, that could be your chance to qualify.
Oh.
This could be a great chance. Happy, desperate. Ball roll.
This is the main thing. You have a ball roll and you had 2 extra passes to Mbappe, I think, and to Hugo Sanchez. But the thing is, when you're playing in these kind of situations, you kind of have a tunnel vision in which you don't see many options. So this is quite an explanation of what's happening now.
Hamm. Oh, what? Why not? That time it was time green. And it flew off the post and in. You might argue it's so conventional in terms of the finish, Casey, but That's why you pay the big bucks for her.
I mean, it doesn't matter how it goes in at the end of the day, as long as it goes in. And you honestly love to see it. I don't think that the opponent loves to see it, but yeah, that's tough.
I mean, that's a really strange angle to score. But a goal is a goal, as you said, Casey. So I would be a little bit angry with Schmeichel. He could have done a lot more in that situation.
I think on that as well, it shows maybe the confidence the Young's feeling just to take shots of that, because they're not 99% chance of going in. Yes, you've timed it green, you've got the things in your favour, but still, it's probably about 75-80% chance of that even going to hit the post that went in.
Yeah. I mean, you expect maybe a ball roll and then Trivela, but then that's the main thing we always say, like, should. Sometimes it goes in.
We've got an update for you in the other game. Matias Bonanno, as we said, needs to win every single game tonight. Look away if you are a Manchester City fan or part of Manchester City esports, Casey. Yeah, 2-1. Facu Cohen from 1-0 down leads by 2-1.
That's tough. I mean, like we said, he needs all the possible points that we can get. But there's more time. I mean, he can put something together here. I still have hope.
Big result needed there by Facu Cohen. Again, last time they played, it was 7-1 to Facu Cohen. I can confirm we won't be seeing a scoreline like that again anytime soon. That's the table as it stands now. This is Alexis Putellas.
Brilliant.
4-0. Young leads. And that's massive, because if you remember rightly, it was Happy and Young that are on the same points in this group. It's a chance to just get some separation between the two.
I mean, the sprint dribbling and then directional bridge and just an easy goal by Alexia. I mean, this sums up the game, right? He's been confident. 4-0. What do you think, Casey?
Almost impossible to defend. Like, you're breaking ankles at this point. It's very, very difficult to defend and anticipate those type of moves in game.
Well, at least some of you are having fun in the chat at home. Happy and Young, haven't felt those in years. I'm glad it's someone else other than FG getting the puns in tonight. Keep your comments coming in tonight. We'll interact with as many of them as we can. Keep those guests of that Mystery Nation too. I know it always fills up the Twitch chat week after week. 25 minutes left to play here. Young is cruising.
Oh, what a press.
Tevez, step overs, rebounds. Very nearly, and this is the table as it stands. Oh, what is going on there? Happy needs to get a grip of this before he finds himself 4-5-0 down. The worst part is as well, Casey, he doesn't have a break now, Happy, until round 4. So after this, he goes straight into a game against Facu Cohen. It could be off the back of a win against Matias Bonanno, and then he has to play against Matias Bonanno.
That's tough. There's absolutely no time to regroup, reset your head. It's straight back into the next match. I mean, at the end of the day, he got here for a reason. So I think he is the type of player that can handle that pressure, but it's tough.
Yeah, especially when you're playing in a region as the one he's playing at. There's just a couple of players that can qualify to these tournaments. So you have to believe in yourself, which I'm sure Happy will do. But it's not an easy situation to be in.
Well, he only lost one game last time he was here in London, did Happy. It was a 7-1 against PHN. But speaking of Brazilians that are on fine form tonight, you're looking at one right now. 5-0. Tuzzy Esports Young leads. Mia Hamm, hat-trick, hero.
You asked for a Trivela.
There it is.
He delivered, yeah.
He's given us alternate. He's given us a red time finish. He's given a green time finish. He's given just no time finish in there at all.
Have you guys tried Mia Hamm this year?
I can't afford her. She's too expensive. But she's cheaper now, so I might try to get the coins together to get her into my team.
In draft grab, and then I got first rounded, so didn't really get to use her at all. We can confirm in the other game. Let's just quickly check into it if possible. Bonanno against Facu Cohen. That's 2-1. Remember, Matias Bonanno has to win all his matches tonight. We might be joining the match at the right point there as Mbappe very nearly had a bounce back. Graverson, has he got to go into these games with sort of a plan B in the last 15-20 minutes to really press and be aggressive?
He has to, definitely. I mean, he can't afford not even to draw. at this point. He has to win all his matches. So, I mean, if I was in that position, I would probably constant press from that moment on, because you got to score 2 goals at least.
Oh no, is Davies onside? Yes, he is. Fake to play a lot. Davies still goes on his own. Was it the right decision?
He could have possibly had the extra pass there and not shot it from that angle. But again, I think that he's probably rushing as well, so he's trying to get those goals as soon as possible. So maybe he doesn't see those extra passes because he's just moving as quickly as possible.
Yeah, maybe ball roll Chirel as well with Davies, but that wasn't an easy situation with Davies because I don't think he had many options, and time is running out.
Mbappe finds out in Haaland this would be heartbreak. The Manchester City striker potentially ending any hope. The qualification tonight, Cafu into Haaland.
Oh, what a save.
Courtois. That might mean so much if he can go on to get a result out of this game. Big switch of play. This could be dangerous now.
True.
All the time in the world. One more pass. Does he need it? There it is. Into R9. Matías Bonanno evens the tie up at 2-2. And we said how big of a save that could have been from Courtois. It might have just been that.
Yeah, Casey, you asked for patience. That is it. 2-2. That's a great extra pass.
Yeah, when we were watching his misses earlier, we were talking about a lack of composure maybe, and this one right here, he's got it back.
I want to stay with this game, but just to give you a very quick update in our other matchup, there has been a goal back. There is only 12 minutes left in that game. Happy has got a goal back against Young, but Young leads by 5 goals to 1. If we can.
All right, guys, I do have to head out to go to analysis, but I'll see you soon.
Keep an eye on that Matías Bonanno matchup, Casey. There could be some late drama. Shout out to Casey of Manchester City Esports, our ultimate team specialist tonight. This game, I mean every game, is a cup final tonight for Matías Bonanno. And for all the players in this Group B. Only 2 spots out of the top 5 can make it through to the knockout stages. More importantly, all those people that invested in Caramo expecting big things, they're praying for an upgrade.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw a tweet of Javi Villar, you know, Spanish coach. I think he bought like 60 Carmo, something like that. So
did he lose a lot of money?
Probably.
You mean for this week?
Yeah.
Oh, for this week? Oh, sorry, I thought you meant for the original. Big press there from Facu Cohen. Eusebio just does enough. Matías Bonanno.
Oh.
Or does he? Gets away with that one. Referee pulls it back for a free kick into a pause. We shall go. Just a moment. Take a very quick breather here. Back to this one. We'll check out the final moments here. 4 goals in 5 in-game minutes just isn't going to happen. Happy looking to defend this one as it could be. 6 goals to 1. I think one thing we can take from this game, Gravison, is that Carlos Tevez has looked impressive, and more importantly, Happy hasn't looked that happy.
Not again.
I mean, I'll get my one and only in for the night.
This is it. This is the first and only.
We all get 1 token each, all right?
Yeah. As you said, Tevez is looking quick, and it might be because of his playstyles. Technical plus and quick step. He is quick, right?
Very quick. It's the Argentine. It's in a pause still at the moment. Matías Bonanno against Facu Cohen. Both players making some last-minute changes. They know how big of a match it is. Happy looking to defend this one as Young builds in from the corner. Van Dijk finds Mbappe. There's that green trivela again. 3 minutes of added time. It will be a long 3 minutes as well. Right, let's jump back across if we can. We look like we're looking at a full-time result here. Happy's going to win this one 5 goals. Sorry, Young's going to win this one 5 goals to 1. Happy will be on 7 points still. Young will be on 10. Here's a big shot. Matías Bonanno. There it is. Mbappe makes it 3 goals to 2.
I mean, Casey asked for composure twice. That's composure. Sankov the Girona player just running the wing, and obviously we're here. Vamos, vamos, vamos from coming from Matias Bonano. That was a crazy goal, but still 10 minutes to play, which is a long, especially in this game.
And against a player of Facu Cohen's quality that put 7 past him when they last matched up. Full-time result, we actually missed the goal. Young, a 6-1 winner. Not just a big 3 points, a huge +5 on the goal difference, which could play a huge part later tonight.
Solid win, right? Scoring 6 goals against your direct opponent.
Especially after what was a really slow and, I'd say, the most entertaining first 30 minutes in that game, was it? Both players were clearly quite nervous.